Unanswered. This is a devotional where we answer some of those tough questions that you've been pondering on for years, but you've never got answered. Let's get going.
All right, now before we get going, make sure you share this. Make sure you share this on Facebook. Make sure you forward this or DM it to anyone and everyone and tag someone that needs to hear this, all right? Now listen, our question today is, does God get angry? Now, we already know this.
My. Does God get angry? It is a great question that points us back to the nature and the character of God. Does God get angry? God is a loving God. He is a gracious God. He's a benevolent God, but he is also a righteous God. He's a holy God, and he is a just God. So the answer to the question is yes, God does get angry. God is so consumed with his glory that he gets angry at anything that does not align with his way, with his word, with his will. He gets angry at sin. He gets angry at injustice. He gets angry at manipulation. He gets angry at those who put other people down in order to advance their own agenda. He gets angry when we forget to put him first. But here's the reality, guys. If you've got a relationship with Jesus Christ, like you've got somebody standing in between you and the way that God pours out his anger, which is his wrath. Thank God for Jesus, because we got somebody standing in between us and God's wrath. And here's the reality. If you got a relationship with Jesus Christ, you'll never know the fullness of God's anger. But if you don't, you will experience the fullness of God's wrath and anger, which is an eternity separated with him. So yes, God does get angry, but we got somebody standing in between us and his anger.
Yes, amen for that. You know, I feel like God gets angry. I agree with that. But then also I feel like God can be jealous too, because we can put some idle things ahead of God. And God's like, hey, remember me? I created all this. And I know y'all thinking like, what idol? I mean, this is not the Old Testament where we're, idolizing some type of statue. But yes, listen, idols come in forms of materialism, come in, it could be our children. We could put anything that we put ahead of God is an idol. And he's like, no, I come first. That's right. Your job does not come first. Yeah, you still need to work, but it should not come before worship, and it should not come before me.
That's good. That's good.
I love that we can talk about God and how he does get angry, and that kind of shows us that that's an okay emotion and feeling to have. Because sometimes as a believer, it's like, no, you got to be happy, you got to be joyful, you got to smile, and you better not frown because the Lord has been too good to you. And yes, he has been so good to us, but we're human, and we feel emotions and we feel anger, and we can be upset sometimes and angry at things, at the right things.
All right, that's right.
The right
that's
things.
right. That's so good. The right things. Listen, that's the challenge today. We should all be angry at the stuff that God gets angry about. Jesus himself, he flipped over tables because he was upset about people not putting God first and misusing God's house. But we should also love and cling to the things that make God smile. So I've got one verse. We're going to leave. We're going to drop the mic after this and pray. Here it is. Psalm 30, verse 5. This is one of my favorite verses in all of the Bible. This is what it says. It says, for his anger is but for a moment, but his favor is for a lifetime. Weeping may endure for a night, but a shout of joy comes in the morning.
Amen.
All right, y'all. Love y'all. God bless.